Shalom. I just want to start off by saying, Call Halayim La Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rachak Wadash. I want to give the honors to the apostles on the Elders Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the Fulak and the Akim, spreading this truth through the four corners of this earth. My name is Ashala, and tonight I just want to talk about true security. Is having this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, man. So without further ado, I'm just going to go to my first precept, which is Isaiah 30 and verse 1. It says, Woe unto the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. Now, when you go into that word woe, it means destruction. It says destruction is coming upon those that take counsel, but not of the Lord. That cover with the covering, but not of the Lord's spirit, man. And what does that look like? That looks like leaning onto your own understanding. Hoarding up guns, going into buying bunkers, man. Trusting in yourself, to keep yourself well guarded, which is going to be your destruction, man, because you're not going to be able to escape the Lord's judgment that's coming onto this place, man. Now, my next scripture I want to go to is Proverbs 14. Proverbs 14 and verse 12. It says, There is a way which seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death. So to a person like that, it's going to seem right, to well guard yourself, man. By what? By going into these bunkers, by buying all this ammunition, man, by hoarding up all these guns, man, by putting your trust into what you see, man, and into what and into what you can buy, man, and what you can get. But it says what? The end thereof are the ways of death, man. My next scripture I want to go to is Psalms 33, and I want to start at verse 16. It says, There is no king save by the multitude of an host. A mighty man is not delivered by much strength. A horse is a vain thing for safety. Neither shall he deliver by his great strength. I just want to read it in the NLT. It says, The best equipped army cannot save a king, nor great strength enough to save a warrior. So you storing up, you strengthening yourself, man. According to this world, man, it's not going to end well for you, man. But true security lies what? Lies in what? In having this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. This is Isaiah 33 and verse 6. It says, And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, is his treasure. So this wisdom and knowledge, man, is what's going to keep us grounded in these rocky times, man. So it's going to keep us stable. Because we are in some biblical times, man. I'm going to go to Matthew 24. And I just started verse 3. It says, And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and the end of the world? And Yahushua answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am a Mashiach, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in divers places. Right? So we are living in some true biblical times, man. Why? Because we see the wars and the rumors of wars, man. And I don't even have to talk about it, man. You know what's going on in the news right now. What? And it says, in verse 7, it says, For nation shall rise against nation, And we see that going on. In kingdom against kingdom, man. We see the BRICS being formed to what? To ultimately take down America, man. To take down the U.S. dollar, man. It says, and there shall be famines, and we're seeing that. We're living in it. The mass killing of these animals, man. It says, and pestilences and earthquakes in different places, man. And we are seeing that today, man. Seeing earthquakes all over the world happening at the same time. Every day. So when these calamities ramp up, man, it's going to be known that we're living in true biblical times, man. True biblical proportion calamities. So what? So having this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding is what's going to have us dwelling securely, man. It's going to be our true security in these times. My next precept I want to grab is Proverbs 1:33. And it says what? But whoso hearkeneth unto me shall dwell safely and shall be quiet from the fear of evil, man. Talking about, and that me is talking about wisdom. It says what? Shall dwell safely. Because these plagues, man, these things that are happening, man, ultimately they're created for the wicked, man. Grab that real quick. This is Proverbs 40. Proverbs 40 in verse 9. It says, death and bloodshed, strife and the sword, calamities, famine, tribulation and the scourge. These things are created for the wicked, and for their sakes came the flood, man. All right, my next precept I want to go to is in Proverbs 3. I just saw verse 13. It says, happy is the man that findeth wisdom, and the man that getteth understanding. Now, this is not talking about any of wisdom. Because the scriptures do say that the wisdom of this world is foolish to the Most High, man. So I'm going to go to Proverbs. I'm going to go to Deuteronomy 4. And I'm going to start at verse 5. It says, behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahshua, my power commanded me, that you should do so in the land, whither you go to possess it. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations, which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people, man. Also, to you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, man, your wisdom is these scriptures, man. Not just the first 5 books. Because when you go into a commandment, it means precept. And there's precepts from the first page of the book to the last page of the book. So this whole book is our wisdom and our knowledge, man. You don't need to go to an institution, to get an associate's or a bachelor's, man. That's not the wisdom that this is talking about. Also, going back to Proverbs 3. In verse 14, it says, for the merchandise of it is better than the merchandise of silver, and the gain thereof than fine gold. She is more precious than rubies, and all things thou canst desire cannot be compared unto her. Length of days is in her right hand, and in her left hand honor and riches. Her ways are ways of pleasantness, and all her paths are paths of peace, man. So having this wisdom, attending and applying applying this wisdom and this knowledge, man? Or is this going to lead to paths of peace? Let me jump down. Verse 21, it says, "My son, let not them depart from thine eyes. Keep sound wisdom and discretion. So shall they be life unto thy soul and grace to thy neck. Then thou shalt walk in the way safely, and thy foot shall not stumble. When thou liest down, thou shalt not be afraid. Yea, thou shalt lie down, and thy sleep shall be sweet." We'll be taken care of, man, having this and applying this wisdom. Let's see. Another piece I want to go to is Sirach 4 and 15. And it says, that's not the right one. It's login. Sirach 4 and 15, it says, "Whoso giveth ear unto her shall judge the nations, and he that attendeth unto her shall dwell securely." And also the precept said, man, he that attendeth on her shall dwell securely, man. That her is talking about wisdom. Start at verse 11. You'll see that it's talking about wisdom. So this is our true security, man. And this wisdom and this knowledge. So with that being said, I just want to end off by saying, Call Halayim La Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rachak Wadash. Want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the elect, and the Akim spreading this truth at the four corners of this earth. Shalom.